Hi there, welcome to another Brickright video. Today we're building this retaining wall. If you want to see how we do it in terms of digging the foundations out, putting the concrete in, leveling the concrete, building the walls, building the corners, putting the brick on edge on, laying to a line, the drainage at the back of the wall and all the infill, everything that goes into this, stay tuned. So this is the area. So what we had, look, we had these wooden stakes up there, down there, and they were rotten, so obviously everything is going to fall into this area, and this is next door's garage. So what we've already done, we've already dug this out with the digger, and we won't say how we got the digger down there because it was squeaky bum time, but we did. So we've dug this out around about 300 millimeters lower than your ground level, and we'll get into that into why in a minute. So we dug this section out 450 millimeters wide. Okay, first thing you need to do is establish how high the ground is. What I mean by that is, if you're working anywhere around 1 meter to 1.3 meters of ground height, then you really do need to get a structural engineer in to decide the thickness and the depth and the thickness of your foundations, whether you need steel in it and all that kind of stuff. So don't just think block on flat, breeze blocks or concrete blocks, 7 Newton blocks laid flat will suffice for your project, because quite often you need to get a structural engineer involved. So now that's been done, this is what we're doing here. As you can see, this is not above 1.3 meters, and our customer here is actually an engineer, worked in the trade, so she knows her stuff. So what we're going to be doing is, the foundation is 200 millimeters deep and it's 450 millimeters wide. Now I've gone for 200 millimeters deep. I could go for 150, but I like to over engineer, so we've gone for 200, right? So if you go over engineer, then obviously nothing then is going to come back on you, nothing's going to go wrong. How do we get to 450? It is 100 millimeters overlap each side of your concrete block, a toe on your foundation, right? So you got your 225 block plus 2 lots of 100 mil, so I've just gone for 450. Okay, so that's how we equate to get to our concrete. Am I going to put steel in it? No, excuse my eyes, I am trying to open them. In terms of the concrete blocks, I'll show you the concrete blocks we're going to be using. Just a normal standard 7 Newton concrete block, yeah, from any builders, merchants in the UK. And then we're going to be laying those into the trench, flat, stretcher bond, and we'll get up to the height of the banking. Right, mixing. Been through this before. So what we've done from the builders merchants, we've got this, which is basically, it's chippings. Look, it's chippings mixed in with sharp sand. So we call that all in. So if you phone your builders merchants up and you ask for a bulk bag of all in, you'll get that. Very, very simple. You just 4 bucketfuls in the mixer, and 1 full bucket full of cement, and that's a 4:1 ratio, and water, and that's your concrete. No Feb mix or plasticizer. You were dancing to Elvis Presley on my sofa on the weekend, and I've done something trying to be Elvis, and I've hurt my hips, haven't I? So the foundations are in now. The reason why we went 300 and only put 200 in is because, as you can see here, I always like a coarser block below ground. So that's the reason for that one. So we just laid the concrete level to the top of the pegs that Fraser put in. And it's all ready to rock and roll. So we got that down there. We got all the blocks stacked out. So if you're a DIYer, stack your blocks out, spot board, blocks, spot board, so you got your materials all ready to rock and roll. Next, we got a mix going on. So the mix, Fraser's up there doing the mix, and we got young Ryan here on trial. He's come all the way from Cardiff. So we got a 4:1 mix going on, and we'll show you that in a bit, but we're going to get that mix out and start doing some block work. Okie dokie, right, setting out. So we're 1 meter away from the wall. Okay, so measured from there, 1 meter, bit of sand and cement, put a line in it. Done the same here, put a line in it. Same there, 1 meter, same there, a metre. Now I can't measure off here out a metre, so how do I get this line here and there? So all you need to do is get a string line on that line there, get a string line on that line there, transfer it over across, draw a line, do the same down here to get your right angle. So I'll put the first course in, and then I'll double check it's a metre, get the second course in, and then we got all the bonds set up, and then we're ready to get going on it, start banging them in. 2 courses down, so it's all square, a metre off this. Put a square on it there, the right angle. It's a metre from here to here and there to there. 2 courses set out, all bonded all the way around, and it's level and not a laser level in sight. So there we are, the pegs work, the peg system work. Now we're going to build a little corner up here, which we will show you next. We're going to build this corner. I'm going to put 3 or 4 courses of blocks on this corner. We'll gauge from the concrete, because we know the concrete's level, we've established that. So your blocks are 100mm, your cement joint is 10mm, so it's 110mm per gauge block. So if you keep measuring that as you go, you'll know that your corner's level. If you do the same down that end, by the time you put your line on it and run it in, it'll all be level. You've got that one on, you've got the bed joint on. Burp it up. These blocks don't get any bloody lighter, do they? So you just want to get your level on there now. That's level. What I tend to do when I'm doing a corner, I tend to go that way, so you know that the face side of it is plumbed before you start plumbing. Just do that every couple of ones. See it's touching on there now, and then range it in, and that block's laid. And then you just go on to the next one. Same again. So try and keep your perp joints perpendicular. Try and keep the RS of the brick, which is this part of the block, or that part of the block, in line with this bit underneath. You can look down it, try and get your lines. Level. Plumb. Range. And you just do that now, and then you go the other side. This side now. Stone. There's a few stones in that sand, isn't there? Hmm. Bed. Perp. Same principle, level, and then plumb. Top tip for you, get your bed as good as you possibly can. What I mean by that is, there's a lot of stones in this. What I mean by that is, you don't want too much bed, and you don't want not enough bed. You want it just right, so you just got to give it a little tap, and you're in. There we are. So keep adding to that now, building that corner up, and then do the same down there, and we'll put the line on it, which we will come back to and show you next. Right, we will show you how to lay to the line and the brick on edge, which is these bricks here is going on. But for now, we got this stuff, Blackjack DPM, which stands for damp proof membrane. And you just, what you do is you paint this on the back of the wall, put it on quite thick, fill every little gap, and that then forms a damp proof membrane, so any water collected in here won't penetrate through the blockwork. So we're going to put that on, and Fraser's the volunteer, so let's get on with it, Fraser. Happy days. You happy?
No.
Monday you'll say yeah.
Yeah, no I won't. Wednesday I will. Tuesday I will.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Why Tuesday?
That's our
last day before we go off and fly away to sunnier lands.
Until then I'm not happy.
Until then he's not happy. Will you be happy then when you come back?
No.
No.
It's been worse.
So we got this blackjack on the back of the wall now. Obviously don't paint above where the banking's going to be, because you'll see it. So you can see we've just emulated the banking, put it on nice and thick, no gaps in it. So what we're going to do now is we got this 20mm clean stone. We're just going to put that just to give us a level at the bottom, and then we're going to show you how to put the land drain in to get rid of the water from behind the wall. So I just have putting the perforated pipe in now. You can see the light coming through there. You can see the perforations in it, look. See the little holes there? So what that'll do, put that behind the wall now, all the way up here, and then all the way down there as well. It's got an exit point there, and then the exit point for the water to come out is there. So all the water will go in there and exit out round the back. So it's taking the water away from the back of the wall. But what we need to do, we need to wrap this in weed membrane. So the weed membrane is permeable, so the water will pass through the weed membrane. We'll tape that up, and that'll stop that over the years getting silted up. And we've put chip-ins in there, and it's higher this end than what it is that end. So we're forcing all the water to go down there. There it is. The black snake is in. So we wrapped that now, as you can see, in weed membrane and taped it with duct tape. I'll show you around there now as well. So the exit point, look, is there. So all the water will come out of here. There he is, around there. There's the end of the snake poking up there. There's the exit point for the water. So what we'll do now is we got all these 20mm chip-ins. Pea gravel's the best, but we can never get it here in down in Wales. Don't know why, but we'll fill over the top of that now with some of that 20mm chip-ins, and then we'll just use that earth then to go straight on top. Happy?
No.
No. Happy, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's happy.
He's not happy.
He's not happy.
No.
Oh, fair enough then. Right, so 10 chip-ins in the back of the wall now. Down there, job done. Fill that up now with the mud that's by the side of me. If you've got a barred garden, which what I mean by that is it's really, really wet and soggy, and we've had it before. Look at the flooded masterpiece on the playlist, so you can have a look at one that was really, really bad. You can wrap the chip-ins in a weed membrane and then put the mud on top, but for this we're just going to put the mud on top because it'll suffice. We've gone overkill with it now anyway, so mud on top. Time to on with it. You ready? You happy? Oh, okay. So all that on the boards is in there on top of the chip-ins now. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get some topsoil and fill in here. But next we're going to get the line and pin set up, show you how to run the blocks in on the line, get the brick on edge on top, and then that, apart from the topsoil, is going to be a wrap. Right, we said we'd show you laying to the line. So we've got a line set up in there, look, this pink line. We've got a corner block set up there, so set your line up so it's nice and tight. Off the top of that arris of that brick, top of the arris of brick, you just put that on there, just to make sure the line stays in the right place, and you're ready to rock and roll. So all you got to do is get your bed on that. Like that. And then you just want to rub it down to the line. Fill your joint in. Check your perpendicular with your perps coming through. Laid. Done. Next one. Clean your back up. It's a matter of setting your line up now. So we got a corner block, look. So put that there. Whack your brick on. Way to go again. Pardon? Cheers, Ryan.
When you finished that fucking wall yet?
See, this is what we have to put up with working for abusive customers. Coming out and asking us, do we want a cup of tea? Not do you want a cup of tea, Justin, you're doing a lovely job. Do you want a cup of tea? And he's up there, he's looking at me. He's scared to say anything now because he's on YouTube. Look.
I'm not on YouTube.
No, you've got to have a laugh and a joke with people, and Tony is one of those people that we can definitely have a laugh and a joke with and a bit of banter with, so it's brilliant for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll just say something different behind his back when he's not here.
Probably.
Thanks, mate. Says to us every morning, Tom, don't we?
Look, you've got another viewer now.
Yeah.
He's popped in and gone out.
Every morning Tony comes out, we could be here at 6 o'clock in the morning, he comes out and says, what bloody time is this? All in good fun, of course. And look at that. Our customers watching me.
Shot.
And we're on YouTube and we don't, it don't fit.
Don't push.
Yeah, said it time and time again. If you want to come to Wales on holiday, what would you suggest, Frey? Don't bother. It's absolutely crap here. Rains all the time. Bring your wetsuit. But anyway, got the brick on edge covered up now because it is raining again. So, question is, nice and loud because I haven't got the mic on. Are you happy?
No.
No. Are you happy, Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan's happy. He's not happy. I'm really, really, really. Nah, you'd be a miserable git if you had to put up with all this bloody rain working outside. You've got to have a laugh and a joke somehow. Somehow, you've got to have a laugh and a joke. Right, let's show you the brick on edge. Yeah, I managed to get these on. So it's 6 bricks per one block. So we've got the line on now. So what I do, I have got the Fitz bricks in the house to use on these, but they're probably a little bit wet and they're in the house, so I haven't got them with me. But I got a line of pins attached on there, nice tight line up to here. It's got one line on the front and I got another line on the back. The boys have stacked the bricks up on the wall so I don't have to bend down because I'm fat and old. So it's just a matter of chucking them on and jointing them up, as long as that blue stuff stays up there. So there we go. Let's show you how to do brick on edge. Right, my back legs are gone now, so I'm gonna try and finish up because I'm knackered. Oh yeah. So when you do your compo for the brick on edge, just do it a little bit drier, because these bricks, as you can see, it doesn't matter how good a bricklayer you are, they'll always stain these engineering bricks. So back your bed on. Everyone does this different. That's the way I do it. Tappy tappy. Job done. Same again. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can do it like this as well, which is a little bit foreign to me. Like that. There's a bloody stone in there, Fraser. You can get it on like that. So it was. Probably a bit easier doing that without all the flicking and dancing around with your trowel, but I was taught the other way and that's the way I'm used to, so I'm going to stick to that. So it's there, there. You just lay in the brick to this line and to that line. You've got 2 lines set up, and you're just making sure that you're bonded, because there's 6 bricks per block onto there. So again, there, there. Right, we'll start that out now and then jointing next. I've just got to show you this bit of the jointing because he went all Welsh on us again, didn't it?
Yep.
So that's all covered because it rained. So what you're looking for, jointing bar, you can pick these up half round jointing bar in any builder's merchants or Screwfix, tool station, anything like that. A sponge, which we'll come to, and I've got a horsehair dusting brush. You can just use a normal dusting brush as long as it's quite fine, so you don't want to drag the joint out. So they're the tools, let's get on with it. So what you want to do, look, just I use the top bit of the jointing bar there just to do that. I tend to do 2, 1, 2, or you can just do 1. You're not pushing too hard, and you want to make sure that when you joint it, it's not too wet, because these bricks, as you can see, they do stain, and every brickie will stain these bricks, no matter who you are. Right, now when you're doing your bed joint, you want to be using the heel, which is this bit there, right? So that in there. There we go. That's that. What I do, if you go all the way across, what you'll do is you'll pull this part of the joint out. So heel, in there, and then back, in and then back. It's like a rocking motion. So slow down, there, down, back, down, back, like that. If you do all the way down there, it pulls the joint out. So you don't want to be pulling the joint out. Sometimes your joint that can clog up. What I tend to do is these bits on top, use your jointing bar, stick it on there like that, and just gently pull the majority of them off. Easier to get your bricks cleaned off at the end then. I've done the back. Right, at this point, what you want to do now, no pressure on this, right? Don't put any pressure on it. Don't worry about getting it on yourself, it's not about you, is it? No pressure. I'm not pushing down, ever so lightly, yeah? And then with this, I tend to just go 45 degrees, light bit of pressure, down. Once you've finished, stand back. If you can see anything that needs to be touched up, just touch it up quick. Brush it again. Now what I tend to do is all these little bits of staining, light bit of pressure with a sponge. See all that staining is starting to disappear. There we are. And on this side, light pressure. There we are. That's your jointing done. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Walls built, customers happy, everything's complete. We're moving up onto the patio, but that's after our holiday. So after this video, no more videos for 2 weeks. I'm going away and I'm chilling out and I'm not speaking or doing anything. I'm just spending my time with Lucy. That's it. So we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Have a good time yourselves, and see you soon. Please like, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Cheers.